Hello and welcome to Studio Eclectic, my channel, and today I'll be doing and giving a tutorial on how to make a closed tulip by how to use the crochet thread and how to make this beautiful flower. So we'll be using a 4-ply thread. This is locally sourced and this is 4-ply. So because it is cotton, so you will not find many of the cotton threads does not have the lustrous or the shine on it, but I prefer to use cotton thread because it gives a very nice finishing when you prepare any flower. And if you're using any woolen thread or acrylic thread, then you might find the threads would come out from the flower portion. So I don't like those things, but it's up to your choice how you are using, which thread you are using and which threads are available at your nearest store. So this I have sourced locally, and this is the cotton thread, and I find it very sturdy and it gives a very nice finishing while making the flowers. So I'll be using this 4-ply thread and a 3.5 mm crochet needle. So let's start the tulip pattern, the closed tulip pattern. Now I'm saying this close because the flower is closed from the top, and if you can see it is actually giving the exact trying to mimic the original tulip flower, which has the beautiful bud which is closed. So this is how it looks like, and there is one leaf we have attached which is facing the flower. So this I will add in my tutorials, and let's start the closed tulip now. So we start by the magic ring, and in my previous tutorial where I have mentioned about the back to basic session, in which I have told the magic ring how to make the magic ring, but we'll be doing it again. So you place the shorter end on your fingertip, wrap around the bigger length, and make a parallel line front and across back. Now take the needle, insert it from the first X, take the second one, take it out and give it a twist. Now take the second cross hooked in your needle and take it out from the already existing thread. So you have to leave a little bit of gap while taking out the first one. It could be tricky, but it needs a little more practice, and then there you go, it is easy. Now after this is done, take out your fingers and you have a magic ring. Now place it in such a way that you can take your position like this, so that your tail is downward. You have a magic circle, and you can pull the shorter end to decrease the size of your circle like this. Now this is my position. Now let's start with the round one. We'll be doing 6 single crochet into the magic ring. Now for single crochet, you have to insert the needle into the hole, wrap around the tension thread and come out from the same hole. You have 2 threads on your needle. Again you have to wrap it up and come out from both. Now this is your first single crochet. Let's do it one more. Insert it into the circle, wrap around your tension thread, come out. You have 2 threads on your needle. Again wrap it up and come out from both. Second. So this is how you will keep a count on how many V's you are making. So at the end of it, you can actually count that if you have 6 single crochet, then it will be easy for you to increase the size. So this is how you have to make 6 single crochet. I'll meet you at the end of 6th one. Now after the 6th one done, you can actually count how many V's you have made. So these are the 6 single crochet I have made. Now it's time to pull out the shorter end and close the magic circle. So as you are pulling it out, you can see the circle is getting very short and it has almost shrunk. Now you have to close the circle always. So whenever we are closing the circle, you need to find the 6th one, the last, or from this side the last, from the left side the first one. So you have to just see the first one, the very first V, and do a slip stitch into the first one or the 6th one from this side. Now for slip stitch, you have to insert it, wrap the tension thread, come out and take the first one from the second one. That's how your first round is closed. So we are actually starting the pattern from the back side of this flower. As you can see, this is the circle and this is how the circle starts, and it goes like this. So we are keeping a count, and I'll tell you on the way how many rounds we have to do, and you will see the seamless pattern. It will come automatically when you have the exact if you follow the exact instruction. So the first round is done now. Now every time you are finishing round, you have to do the slip stitch, and every time you start the next round, you have to start with a standing chain. So here we'll be doing one chain to begin the round 2. Now in round 2 we'll be doing increase. Now increase means you have to increase by 1, which means we have made 6 single crochet in the first round. So in the second round we'll be doing 2 single crochet in each stitch, which means the same place where we started, we'll be doing one more in the same V, a single crochet. So the standing chain will count as a single crochet, and one more I have made, so this makes the pair. Now from next V onwards, you have to keep making 2. So in the next V, you have to make 2 single crochet, so that at the end of this round, you will get 12 single crochet. So that's how the number, you have to keep a count. That's very important to remember, that you have to keep a count on your stitches. So I'll be starting this from the next V. This is my next single crochet, and I'll be doing one more single crochet into the same stitch. So in every stitch you have to make 2 single crochet, and by the end of it you shall have 12 single crochets. So I'll meet you at the end of this round. So this is how I have completed the second round, and I have also counted the V's. So you can keep a check on counting the V's to see that you have exactly 12 stitches at the end of your round. So once you start counting from the right side, the 12th number will come on the left side. If you feel that one of the stitches are missing or extra, then you can adjust it here. So if you feel like you have made 11, then you can make one more and keep it 12. So most of the time it happens that you miss the count and you don't see the number is coming right. So that way you need to just adjust the last stitch in the last V in the last structure. So we have moved from left to right. That's how we are at the right side, and this is the first stitch I have made, which is coming on the first. So from right side, if I count, this will come 12th. Now in the second round, like I said, the total number of stitches would come 12. So now I'll be closing this round by doing a slip stitch into the 12th one. So this is my first from left side, and if I count from right side, this is my 12th. So I'll be doing a slip stitch into the 12th one, into the 12th V. So in this I'll be using underneath both the V's. If you are confused that whether to take the single thread or double thread, so every time you're doing this round, you have to take it under the V's. So both the threads should come. Now after that, wrap around, come out from the same V. Now for slip stitch, you have to take the first one through the second one. That is the slip stitch. And this is done. So my round 2 is also complete. To begin the round 3, again a general basic thumb rule, you have to make a standing chain. That's very important. And now let's begin round 3. Now for round 3, we'll be following a sequence of 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet. So this is how we'll be following. In one stitch, we'll be doing 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, we'll be following 2 single crochet. So the sequence will be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, like that. And that's how it will give you total number of 18 single crochet at the end of round 3. So let's begin, and like we follow from the second round, we will start from the very stitch where we did our standing chain. So I'm using the same base stitch, and I'm making the first single crochet into my first stitch. Now I'll be doing 2 single crochet into the next one, and then 1 single crochet into the next one, then again 2 single crochet into the next one. So I'm following 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, like that. So this is how my round 3 will follow like that, and I will see you at the end of it when I have a total number of 18 stitches. So please keep a count of your V's and make sure you are doing, and if you have if you feel that the numbers are not falling through right, then you can always adjust it here when you come back here. So I'll see you at the end of this round. So here I am at my end of round 3, and I have counted. I have got 18 stitches. You also can count, it should be 18, and when you are counting, you can count from the very first V which is attached on your needle. This is your first and this is your second. So that's how you have to keep a count and see whether you are having 18th one on the very left side from where you have you started your stitching. So this is my 18th one, and like I did in previous round and the previous to that, will be doing a slip stitch into the 18th one. Simply take a just insert it, wrap around, come out, and come out from next one. So this is how my third round will look like. Now to begin the next round, again thumb rule, 1 standing chain. For round 4, we'll be following the sequence of 2 2 1, which means 2 single crochet in 1, again 2 single crochet in 1, and then 1 single crochet in the next one. So this is the sequence we will be following, 2 2 1, and that's how you have to continue till you reach the same place where you started. The total number would be 28. So let's begin. We'll start again from the same stitch where we did a standing chain. We'll be making 1. Now let's make in the next V 2 single crochet. 1 more in the same place. Again 2 into the next V. Then again 1 into the next one. Again 2 into the next one. So I'm following the sequence of 2, 2 and 1. 2 in 1, 2 in 1, and then 1 in 1. So that's how you have to follow, and you will get 28 number of stitches once you complete this round. So keep making, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So this is my round 4 completes, and I have got my 28 stitches, and if you have a doubt, you can always take a count. Like I say, you have to keep a count and see, and if you feel that you need to adjust 1 or 2 over here at the last, if you want to remove, if you got extra, if you can if you've got 1 less, then you can always add 1 more here. You have a room here to add 1 more. So it's better to keep a count, but then there should always be a plan B. So that's how you can adjust your number of stitches, because stitches are very important. That will give you a very nice, very clean and very neat design when you are making especially the flower portion. So this is my 28th one, and like I always do, we have to do the slip stitch, insert it into the 28th V, wrap around, come out, and take the first one from the second one to complete this round by the slip stitch. Now this 28 is done. Now as you can see, the flower portion, the base portion is done. Now according to this flower, we'll be continuing to make the portion like upwards, and to do that we have to follow the same number throughout the rose petal, throughout the tulip petal, till you get a desired height. So from this round onwards, from round 5 to round 11, we'll be continuing the same number of stitches throughout the pattern. So the pattern will start to form a circular shape like this flower. So far we have covered the base. Now from round 5th onwards, the pattern will be same, so we are not adding anything. That's how it will start to become a bowl kind of structure. So from this round onwards, you will be doing 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in each stitch to get the same exact number 28. And every time you finish the round, you have to do the slip stitch into the 28th one. Again make a standing chain and again continue the same work. You have to continue till you get your desired length. It is approximately 5.5 centimeter and it is round till 11. So let's begin, and I'll see you once you start forming the circular shape. So once your pattern is complete, you can always cut off the yarn while completing the last round. And this is how the pattern should look like, a hollow kind of structure. You should see the hollow kind of structure, and if you are doing it right, every time you are doing the slip stitch and starting from the standing chain, you will see a diagonal line would come like this. So it should not bother you, because it is actually making the pattern neat and clean, and every round you can see it's quite visible. So this pattern of mine, and always you measure it while pressing the bottom one. You should not measure it like this way, because the flower will be, the base will be like this. So you should always measure like this. So mine is coming approximately 5 centimeter. You can always go a little more, like 1 or 2 round you can do it, but for me I would stop here. You can always make a little more. That's why 5.5 is the maximum, but it's up to you. So you keep a count, keep a check the measurement of your of the height of your flower. So this is where I stop. Once your last round is complete, you do a slip stitch and leave the extra thread, because the same thread will be using to close the tulip flower. That I will tell you how to do that. But once this is done, we'll be doing the how to make the flower, how to fill it up and join the ends. To fill the flower and to close the flower bud, so just take the hollow part in front of you, and I'm using this microfiber. This is easily available on Amazon and at your nearby store. These are the same fibers used to make the cushions and to fill the cushions. So this I'm using. And if you don't have this, you cannot find this, you can always use the scrap yarns or scrap threads if you have. So just try to fill this up. And fill it nicely, because you don't want to see your tulip like a little droopy one. You want to make the bud a little sturdy, and it should be like a little more, puffy. So that's how it is. Now hold the pattern like this and find the thread which you left in your last round. Find the exact opposite of the thread, because we are stitching the exact opposites like this. So I'm using this darning needle. You can find this too as well in nearby craft store. And if you don't have this, you can always use a simple crochet needle to stitch this together. So I'll be using this darning needle. Simply insert the needle into the pattern. With the help of the needle, I'll be stitching. So find the exact opposite of this stitch and use the V to insert it. So we have to just go to and fro to stitch the two sides. Once this side is done, turn the work and stitch the other opposite side. So from here also you need to find the exact opposites of your pattern. So for example, this is the exact opposite, and I'm taking this side and this side. Use your fingertip to insert the microfiber if it is coming out. So do it 2-3 times to make sure that your stitches are correct. Once this is done, then simply just make a tiny bit of knot to secure the final knot. Once this is done, simply take your needle, take the extra tail thread out of your side, out of the pattern. Do it 3-4 times so that it goes away from the pattern. Once this is done, you can cut off this thread and you have this pattern. So use your fingertips to make it a little more bud type structure. and there you are. This is your flower bud ready. Simply insert the stick and wrap around with the green color. Thank you for watching. For more detail, please follow the page and subscribe the channel. Also, you can join the course which we are providing, and you can always sign up for the coach to learn the flowers, and that will be step-by-step guided live sessions. So DM for more details, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Please hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.